Java Blend, a vibrant and refreshing taste of music from local and national talents performed before a live audience at the Java House. With your host, Ben Kiefer, this is Java Blend.
And is a production of Iowa Public Radio. Live from the Java House in downtown Iowa City, this is a fresh brewed edition of Java Blend. I'm Ben Kiefer. Well, don't be frightened, folks. They have a big, scary name, but you're about to set sail on a very nice trip. Please welcome Death Ships.
That you used to. People pass you without glancing, and you're under pain and tired. 'Cause if you don't already know who you are, it's 'cause you wanna sit beneath it all.
An original tune performed by Dan Maloney and the Death Ships on our edition of Java Blend today on Iowa Public Radio. I'm Ben Kiefer. Great to have you on the stage here. You do fill up the stage. Dan Maloney, there with the lead vocals and the guitar. Would you please introduce the rest of the band?
On guitar and lap steel to my right is Mr. Randall Davis. Woo! Yes. Behind him is Mr. Ofer Sivan on the keys. On the drums is our under the weather Adam Havlin, but he's pulling through.
That happens on ships occasionally, doesn't it? You get under weather, a little seasick back there, Adam, huh?
He's a trooper. And then to my left is Mr. Joseph Galero on Galoro on bass. I always get that wrong. Yeah.
Death Ships, been around what, a couple years almost, or
Yep. Probably started in 2001 when I was at the University of Iowa studying communications and English. And
I'm looking around on the stage at all your faces. I don't see any safety pins through your cheeks. I don't see any studs. No piercings that I can see. Now,
yeah, we don't look very intimidating, I guess.
you don't look very intimidating. Death Ships is something, a big scary name. Now, how did we come up with it with Death Ships?
I'm kind of a nautical obsession, I guess. I like.
Is it a historical reference on this?
Well, no, I just kind of, when you're a kid and you look at sailboats, or you play with sailboats in the tub or whatever, or if you go see boats when you go on vacation, whatever, it's just kind of a symbol of freedom and kind of self-expression. And
sort of a typical thing for a young child in a bathtub to do is to be, saying, here's my death ship, right?
I guess. That wasn't my particular experience, but I guess it could be perceived.
I guess I'm asking more about the death than the ship.
Right. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, also we all seem to have a sense of humor in the fact.
There you go.
We don't like to be pigeonholed. If you hear a band name and you have an already preconceived notion of what they're going to sound like, then there's no fun in that, I guess. And people are turned off by the name, then that's fine. You know what I mean?
Well, fortunately, you didn't name your first CD. The name of it sort of evens that out. Death Ships. Your CD is called Seeds of Devastation, which kind of it goes along with that. That's
But the cover looks harmless enough.
Right. There's a beautiful landscape on the cover of
Iowa.
Seeds of Devastation. Is that an Iowa landscape we have here?
Well, it's very down home kind of country landscape, I suppose.
Yes, it is.
A little corn stalk in there.
Dan Maloney and Death Ships, we want to have you play a few tunes for us this hour.
Absolutely.
And talk a little bit more about your band, but I'll get out of the way right now. I will, that is, and have you go into the next tune. What will we hear?
This song is called Little Mystery. Sleeping through your morning. Well, I've been staying up all night. Well, I've been hanging around your afterthoughts and it isn't right. I'll make you love me. I won't make you come inside. Make you an offer, babe, that you won't refuse. All right. Took the life out of me, muscle and stress. I haven't said a word since we met. Guess that's what I get.
The depths of my lungs I sing my heart's content. Someone took the life out of me, 'cause that's what I get. The song is called Little Mystery, and we're going to pick it up a little bit. The song is called Symmetrical Smiles, and do our best to tone it down for the cafe audience.
Strange.
We're used to the bars, so
Yeah.
we'll see how this one works. A couple of times in your life, you were bracing someone to call you out. 23 years of life to ignore, searching for someone that you could adore. Yeah, you look desperate. Inside your mind, it ain't easy. It's not the life that I wanna live. Oh no, searching for someone to find your fears. It ain't easy. Symmetric and smiles are too easy to find. Oh no, you have me tongue-tied. Times you let me place in the hole.
Death Ships, our ceiling tiles here at the Java House, dancing right along with that tune. What was the name of that again, Dan?
That song was called Symmetrical Smiles.
Symmetrical Smiles. Very nice. An original tune by Dan Maloney and Death Ships, our guests today here on this edition of Java Blend on Iowa Public Radio. And I want to talk to you a little bit more before you get into the next tune.
Okay.
Boy, you have received some accolades in the short time that you've been on the music scene, originating here. Are you all from the Iowa City, Cedar Rapids area, Dan?
No, most of us are. I'm from Skokie, Illinois, and Randy, we're from Bedford, Iowa.
Bedford, Iowa.
And then
West Liberty.
West Liberty. Joseph's from Cedar Rapids, and Ophir's from Iowa City. So.
Very good. Now, you've been recognized nationally, a finalist in the 2006 Independent Music Awards. Major music publication, the Alternative Press, named you Unsigned Band of the Year for, was that 2006 as well, or 2005?
2006, it was Unsigned Band of the Month, and then they reviewed our record and gave us a 5 out of 5 star review. And we're going to be having in their next 100 Bands You Need to Know in March edition that's coming out. So
Seeds of Devastation is your first CD title, Death Ships, and that was out in 2005. You're on working on a second CD.
yeah, we have a lot of material that some of it will be playing a little later on, and yeah, we'll probably cut something by the end of the year, I'm hoping. So
We'll hear some of those unreleased tunes a little bit later in the hour. Also, an invitation to the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, for people who don't know music, independent music. It is sort of what, the World Cup of independent music in the United
kind of the
States?
Super Bowl of
The Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl of
Cheerleaders and all
music.
that stuff, do now.
Right. It's
How many
basically-
bands go down to South by Southwest?
Thousands.
Thousands of bands
It's
over.
internationally known, so all over the world, bands fly in.
And this is an invitation-only event.
Right, they have to accept you and review your music, and we were just so lucky to get accepted. So
Does one apply, or does one just hear from a...
you apply, and then sometimes labels have showcases in which you're already invited to play. But it's extra hard for a band like ours that's unsigned. It doesn't have any affiliation besides ourselves to get in. So we're very fortunate.
When do you head down to Austin for that?
It's the March 14th weekend, or I think it starts on Wednesday, and it goes throughout the weekend. So.
Death Ships, our guest today on Java Blend. Java Blend shows are recorded before a live audience at the Java House in downtown Iowa City at noon most Fridays of the year. The shows are open to the public on a first-come for seating basis. And if you'd like to check out upcoming shows, go to wsui.uiowa.edu and click on upcoming events. Welcome back to Java Blend on Iowa Public Radio. So glad to have with us today, performing live on our stage at the Java House, Death Ships.
They talked about the game, the life from like a shame. They called it off. He was a poet, the night for prose. She was a thief with a taste for clothes. They worked it out. She reminded him of home, the place he left alone to ease the pain. She reminded him of school. She knew he played the fool with a love on the side. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. We traveled around the world postcards and pints from distant girls, the motherly kind. Just like a dreamer without a dream, just like a schemer without a scheme. She felt empty inside. She got mad and settled down, found a job to pass the time, the 9 to 5. Just like a dreamer without a dream, just like a schemer without a scheme. She felt empty inside. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. Just when the story begins to get old, life begins to pick it up. They'll remain like a picture to a frame. Love will find the time she won't stop, he won't stop. They'll remain like a picture to a frame. Love will find the time she won't stop, he won't stop. Thank you very much. That song was called Story Never Gets Old, and it's probably one of our poppiest songs we know. Danceable tune. This next song is called Twilight Years. It's one of our newer songs. It goes a little something like this. Summer out your years, 7 long years ago, having off the bench all alone, going off the rails again. Half when his smile was angry and gay, having off the bench all alone, going off the rails again. Yes, that funny feeling, head on strong. What it's like to believe. Yes, that funny feeling, head on strong. Tell it to you. Wanna be the one cold. I don't wanna be the one tell you to go home. It's just so far away. Rainy your day. Tears like an angel. So long a while, running your thoughts.
Our guest, Death Ships, performing an original song, as yet unreleased. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now let's Twilight Years, the title of that one. Before that, we heard Story Never Gets Old. Story Never Gets Old. We introduced the band on the bass. Nice heavy bass line over there from Joe Galoro. Also Ofer Sivan on the keyboards. Adam Havlin, drums. Randall Davis, he's on the guitar now, before on the lap steel. And then we have, who am I forgetting? Dan Maloney there, lead guitar and vocals.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the songwriting. How does Death Ships arrive at an original song?
It varies from song to song. Some songs I'll have fully done, and they add their parts, and they write all their own parts, and then I'll
so you might come with an idea, and then you get together and flesh it out? Right,
or I'll come with like a verse, and then we'll come up with a chorus, or I'll be like, hey, I have this idea, and then we come together and practice twice a week and hammer it out, and it kind of just comes together.
So what comes, the melody or the lyrics? Or you're working on, what are you working on?
I typically write the melody first. So I know a lot of people write, lyrics first, and I just kind of go with the melody, and then I usually write the lyrics last. Sometimes a lot of the lyrics off the record I wrote in the studio, or finalized in the studio. So I kind of work best under pressure, I think, like anything.
Pressure. Like pressure as in, what kind of pressure would you receive, though?
Just the pressure to get it done in a studio session. You're under the gun. You're paying money, per hour, or you only have a certain amount of time to get it done. So it kind of works out best for me. I don't know if everybody works that way, but it's just the way I work.
Death Ships, our guest today on Java Blend. Let's go back to, what do you got for us now?
We're going to do a song called Big One Coming, which is off Seeds of Devastation. It's available online on our website at deathships.com, or on iTunes, and or locally in town at the Record Collector, the Den, or the Real Records. So I recommend picking it up and supporting local music, and the song is one of those. Go.
Ship or not the side.
Thank you. This song is called Sarah, and it's a snappy little tune on the record. It's got trumpet, but none of us know how to play trumpet. So if you have little kazoos or a little trumpet in your mind, just picture it.
Sick of this town, sick of the people keep around. Run, Sarah, run to Chicago, you'll be the one. I hope that she is someone in mind. The boy who trips his words is far too kind. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Sarah, the talk of the town. The boys are all smitten over charms. She's drowning of dates. The boys wine and diner. Why can't relate? I hope that she is someone of mine. Boy, lips his words is far too kind.
Death Ships, you called that one Sarah, original tune, right, Dan Maloney?
Coffee house tune.
What's that?
That was a good coffee house tune.
A good coffee house tune. I like the beat of that one. Death Ships, our guest on Java Blend this week, and you can listen to us on Iowa Public Radio various times on the weekend, though our shows are recorded most Fridays of the year at noon at the Java House in downtown Iowa City. If you'd like to find out what our upcoming shows are, go to wsui.uiowa.edu and click on upcoming events. We'll be back in just a moment with more Death Ships. Welcome back to Java Blend on Iowa Public Radio. Today on our stage here at the Java House in downtown Iowa City, it's Death Ships.
Thank you. This song is called Maybe Arkansas, and it's a very recent song, but I hope you enjoy it.
You get the keys, I get the car. They're in the basement. We'll plan our way back to the start. You can't hide your eyes, a chandelier, no replacement. How do we get to where we're now? And there's a little smile that you used to give, so maybe I can solve. So never change your plans. Maybe I can solve.
for a bride, slide across the sea. So maybe Arkansas, it's another change plan. Maybe Arkansas, another realistic demand. Write a letter to your dear sweet mother. Tell her that we're only running from our haunted November mind. You could tell I'll be your do-good savior, while the promise I'll be holding, waiting all around for. Well, this Avalon's vibration. Well, this Avalon's vibration. What's left to gain when it's on? Well, this Avalon's vibration. Thank you. This next song is called I Like It A Lot. I hope you all like it a lot. I don't want you likely to say it's irrelevant. I got a way I could be true blue. I don't want you likely to do. It's a part of you. These city streets are the way for you. I like it a lot. I don't know why you like it. I like it a lot. I don't know why you like it. With strings like these, little melody, I got plans for you. You got plans for me. So I see these games on me. I got plans for you. Beat it on me. I know I should stay home till the end of the game. Beat on me. I know what you like me to say. It's a part of me. I got a way I can make it real. Get alive. I don't know where I like it. I like it alive. Times like these, little melody, I got plans for you. You got plans for me. And so I see these games on me. I got plans for you. Beat it on me. I know I should stay home till the end of the day. Beat it on me. And it's one follows two, six to the other, and it's more as we go. One another, and it's one follows two, six to the other, and it's more as we go. One another, and it's one follows two, six to the other, and it's one follows two, six to the other, and it's one follows two, six to the other. Oh no.
I like it a lot, the name of that one, an original song by Death Ships, our guests on Java Blend today. And tuning up for the next one, have time for a tune or two more. I wanted to ask you about, I know you all have regular jobs. Do you,
Unfortunately.
for instance, Ofer here is a proud supporter of public radio, has been for many years with Oasis Falafel, the Oasis
Yep.
Falafel joint here in Iowa City. What about the rest of you? What are you doing now, and what are your ambitions? Full-time musicians, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the goal. I graduated a couple years ago, so
Dan Maloney,
meantime I work at a record collector in Iowa City. I've been working there for 4 years, and I also work at ACT, doing some telemarketing over there. So, yeah, odds and ends job here and there, and the Wedge Pizzeria I worked at.
What about Adam back there in the corner?
I am a retired software tester. And
Congratulations, in
Yeah.
your 20s you've retired. You have to tell me how that
it's
works.
amazing. I also work at ACT, and I work at the Picador, where we play quite a bit. And we'll be playing on the 10th of February. And I work at the Musicians Pro Shop over on College Street here.
Excellent. Okay, the others don't have microphones. Any other thing?
Randy works at the Mickey's. He's a cook, a cook of many years, and Joe is a baker at the Co-op in Coralville. So
That's a good mix of professions. You can make a small village out of your trades.
we could have our own little village and
little craftsman's
survive.
guild you could come up with here. Death Ships, let's get back to some music before we run out of time. What do
Sure.
you have for us now?
This song's called Great American, and hope you enjoy it. It's on Seeds of Devastation. Won't you come and sit with me a while? The wine's got me talking, and I can't think of anywhere I'd rather be. Let my ears even tell me about your day. Watch your eyes flicker with excitement over life's small victories. Convincing me this the great American ideology. It's the great American ideology. what you got. You gotta hold on to what you got. Come answer me. This the great American ideology. It's the great American ideology. You can ride with me. 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 But you can't get closer than you are. It's much too hard. You can't ride with me. 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 But you can't get closer than you are. It's much too hard. But you can't get closer than you are. It's much too hard. But you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, oh.
Death Chips performing live here at our stage at the Java House in downtown Iowa City on Java Blend. Got time for one more tune, guys, so think about what you'd like to do while I thank a few people. Jim Davies is our chief engineer, Nate Schultz, our assistant engineer, technical assistants from Ray Michaels and Will Roslip. Java Blend from Iowa Public Radio is produced and hosted by yours truly, Ben Kiefer. If you'd like to find out about what's coming up on our performances, perhaps come to a show yourself, go to wsui.uiowa.edu and click on upcoming events. Dan Maloney and the rest of you, thank you so much for coming up and playing in our little, I know this isn't your normal venue.
Yeah.
To be at a little cafe.
We
What would you
usually
say?
play around midnight.
Around midnight.
Till 2, so yeah. But it's nice to see people out here and hopefully enjoying the music. And we encourage you to support us and pick up a CD we have for sale, and locally or online, deathships.com or myspace.com/deathships.
Deathships.com is where we can get in touch with you and find out your tour
Absolutely.
schedule.
Email us and give us comments and feedback, and we appreciate the support we've received so far in this town. So
Okay, well, continued good luck from coast to coast on your tours here in Iowa as well. What would you like to take us out with?
this song's called Echo of Children. It's also on Seeds of Devastation.
Okay. Thanks so much to the Death Ships.
Guess a memory, childhood was so simple. Jumping rope and soccer teams, your grandma's lemonade. It's hard for me to think of what kept me smart so often back then. else a childish soul singing everything is okay. I see clearly now what I couldn't see then. I wish I knew what I know now. I see clearly now what I couldn't see then. I wish I knew what I know now. Fragments of my past, puzzle pieces I couldn't grasp. Why did it have to take so long? We're going constantly, feeling fragments of my past, puzzle pieces I couldn't grasp. Why did it have to take so long? We're going constantly. We're going constantly. We're going constantly. We're going constantly. Echoing constant. So let's between the sheets, investigate our hands on our lifelines. Quitting jobs and wasting time, drinking complimentary wine. It's hard to think of what we feel back then. Maybe it's a childish thought, singing everything is alright.